Hey everybody, long time no see, 'tis I, an Autistic gamer, and you're probably wondering where the heck I've been. Well, fortunately, for the past calendar year, for the first bit of 2025, it's been a really stressful time for me and my family. Unfortunately, at the beginning of the year, a family member was taken ill, a serious health problem. So while we were going around making sure they were okay and whatnot, I had to take a step back to make sure everything was okay as well, make sure I was needed. I couldn't be, so I didn't have the time to make any videos and do any live streams, and if I did have time to do stuff, I was just, stressed from all this thing, and I just needed to relax and just play games, just to relax, whether it was whatever. And I think a while ago, I did put a post up on the YouTube channel, to say a Minecraft episode was in the works, and at that point in time, I had been working on one. I even had few bits recorded up until I would start another major build, and not long after that, the health issue took a bit of a turn, and they had to go into hospital. It rushed to hospital, and I hadn't made any and I hadn't even started on that build bit. But then, while they were in the hospital, making sure they were okay, all of a sudden they took a nosedive, and so my parents and my sisters had to rush out to the hospital because it could have been the final time they were seeing them. And so for that week, it was just me looking after this house. I had to make sure everything was running okay, make sure I was okay. Everything I needed was there. If not, I had to go, make sure I was okay, make sure the house was in order. So if they came back, they didn't have to worry about that. But it seemed okay. They leveled out a bit. We knew that it wasn't going to last. So while that was going on, my parents were stressing about my family member. I had to then I couldn't give any time to making any videos or do any live streams, because I needed to be about to do anything that I needed to do, whether it was here or the family member's house. I needed to be ready for anything. And then the sad things happened. Unfortunately, the family member sadly passed away, sadly, due to a brain tumor. So unfortunately, a few weeks ago, we had a very somber funeral for it. We're all okay, we're all getting forward now, we're all moving on. We all have to. We're all slowly getting back to normality, or what normality is now, minus a family member, although we still got to deal with other bits and bobs, but and it was throughout this time towards now, I've lost the drive to do anything. I've not had any drive to make any videos or do any live streams. I haven't touched Minecraft in months. I haven't had the drive to go back in. I haven't had the drive to even put a live stream on. And if you don't know people personally, and I'll give a bit of a personal thing to me. I need a drive in order to do something. There needs to be a drive in order to get me to do it. It's like if I'm really enjoying it and going, and then the drive's there. Once that drive goes, it's very hard for me to keep going with it. So it's like one time I was going to boot Minecraft up just to ease back into it, and I really couldn't be bothered to do anything. And then so when I shut that Minecraft down, I haven't touched it since. And you may think, well, just put a live stream on to maybe mitigate that. I haven't had the drive to do a live stream either. Whether that's down to very low viewership on streaming, maybe that might have something to do with it. I don't think that's the same for the YouTube side, because that's a whole completely different ballgame. And it wasn't as if I wasn't getting, the viewership on YouTube. The videos were doing okay for someone like me. For a channel small as mine, they were doing okay. And they were enough to make me keep going. Kind of annoys me, because when I started that Minecraft run, I was going to push the boat out, do stuff I never done before. So I was doing stuff I never normally do, and I was going to start build something I'd never done before, because what I was going to do for the next big build was I was going to make a big sort of farmland place complete with a farm cottage and complete with a farmer station that was going to run via, past where the docks were. I even built that. That's another thing that I built like the log keeper yard, and then I built the docks to go with it, with the cranes to lower the stuff down to the docks, building boats, building the enchanted forest, which you would think with the new update I would be thrilled, because I would friggin' love that, would make that place so magical. But I think also not going in to play Minecraft probably had something to do with the fact it upgraded like 2 or 3 times since I was away. And I was struggling to keep, even with the last update when I was still doing it, I was struggling to keep up. I hadn't even got to the blimmin'... what's it called? That forest with that tree thing mob. It's been that long, I can't even remember what it is. But I hadn't even got to, I was going to build something along the line to do with that. Heck, I'd even found a place where that was in my Minecraft world. I'd found it, but then the game just didn't. The thing happened, and then the game updated once or twice after that, and I'm like 2 or 3 times even, and I'm like, I cannot keep up if they're going to update this like this now. I can't keep up. I've got too much stuff in between before moving on. Like, I wanted to build a farm, and then when that was done, it would move on to the industrial district, and that's when stuff would kick on. But then all sorts kept happening, and I could not keep up. Also, if you hear noise in the background, it's just my computer sending notifications. I'll just make sure, I'll just mute that now so you don't hear that. But so I couldn't keep up, and that's probably what's lost my drive. It's just becoming too much too soon, and I couldn't keep up. And even the builds I was planning. I mean, I was planning a big, like, far shopping trading market, and it was probably the biggest build I'd ever attempted. And I hadn't even got past I'd got the layout okay, but I hadn't even got to how the building would properly look. Or the first I got to make it how it would look is putting where the villagers would be and building a roof. And maybe the floor. But that was it. I didn't even got to any walls or the entrance. Or any of the entrances. So basically, so you can see where my problem was. That I had too much stuff planned, and there was too much stuff getting added for me to keep up. And I'm not one of those super fast Minecraft players. I can just do that in an instant. I couldn't do that. And so, I mean, so yeah, and I would have thought, so I've had, the drive for Minecraft's gone. I can't really, I'm trying to explain it as best I can, and that's the best I can really give you. And I would have thought maybe the drive to go back to live streaming would have helped when the Switch 2 came out, because then I probably would have just done a whole bunch of Mario Kart stuff. Mario Kart Switch 2 came out and I got Mario Kart World, and drive was still gone. I just really did not have the drive to do anything, and it's unfortunate for me to say, but it's what it is with me. And I can't change that easily. So, long story short, if I do come back, so that's the thing. If I was to come back, I've got no direction for this channel. I really don't, because I don't know what I could play. In all honesty, I really don't. So I'm in the middle of a grey area, and I really don't know where to take this channel next, or in terms of live stream, where to go from there. I really don't. So I have a decision to make, but I can't give you an answer if and when I'll come back, because a lot of stuff is going on still. So I can't really give an if or a when I'll come back. It has been a stressful time for my family, I'm not going to lie. Losing a family member never is. And then dealing with said family's stuff after they've gone, and it's also stressful. But we're getting through it. We all are. And I appreciate any of my friends who were with me through this horrible bad time, to this time. Helped me keep going. So I appreciate their help. So, as of now, until next time, if there is a next time, I can't say when, I can't say if, and if I do come back, I can't say what we will be playing, or even if I am playing something, if I'll be speaking on it, or if I'm not, or if I ever go back to live streaming, who knows? I really don't know. It's a really tough decision for me, honestly, and it's not going to get any easier. But I appreciate you all sticking with me through this time. Thank you very much. I'm an Autistic Gamer, and until next time, there is a next time from me. Have yourselves a fantastic night. Stay safe wherever you are. I'll catch you all next time. That's that for now.